Hey guys, Pat from Elite Action Gym Studios. Hope you like the shirt. I got this for Father's Day. I was just waiting for the right video to wear it, and boom! Seemed like this one would be a good one. The reason we're here, Sigma 6. So I did my video on the boxes, Sigma 6, and I customized it into this on the last video there. So I said I'd probably do a little video on Sigma 6. So real quick, in that video I mentioned how I had customized this. Now, in this Sigma 6 line, they did make this Adventure Team box. There was only 3 figures that came with this. It was G.I. Joe Sigma 6 Adventure Team line. It was 3 figures. I'll show you those in a minute. And then also this, which I was able to get off eBay. I have several of these. Green ones I believe to be Collectors Club. However, or maybe a convention exclusive. I think they were on eBay as convention exclusive. But I got several of these. I got the AAT symbol or Adventure Team symbol there. So those are what I was talking about when I was talking about the Sigma 6 box. But so that got us to this point. So Sigma 6. Now I'm not an expert on Sigma 6 at all. I know very little about it, actually. I got lucky. That was a point in time when these were out. I sort of had lost my collection to a family member who had stole my entire collection. I've talked about it a little bit, but anyways, my brother-in-law owns a action figure store here locally, Action Toy Man, if you want to look that up online. But so we go in there all the time, and at the time, Jameson was still doing the 3 3/4 inch mostly. He did some other stuff at the time. I think he had just started maybe getting into like Legends and stuff. I'm not sure. I don't remember the time frame, but he had this big tub, and he's like, "Hey, you want to look at these G.I. Joes I just got in?" And he opened the box, and these figures were in there. So if you're not familiar, Jay's going to kind of sweep across this. It's Duke, long range, all this. The thing I liked about the equipment, if you look at this equipment here, a lot of this can be used for 12-inch Joe. Even some of the guns, the swords, the knee pads, if you got clever.
I think a few of the masks we used, didn't we?
I think so, yeah. I'm not sure on everything, but so anyways, he had gotten this whole box in, and literally everything you're looking at least 95% of it, we bought in that box. He just did. Somebody wanted to sell it and get rid of it, and he said, all I got to do is make a profit. I made him an offer, and like I said, this was probably, how long ago? You think?
Like
8 at least.
Probably at least 8, yeah.
You were young, so
yeah,
you were all about your 3 3/4 inch.
Yeah, those are my world.
And the reason that I bought this was because I thought this would be a perfect segue for me and Jay to find common ground. 12-inch for life. He was 3 3/4, but just starting to ease, I think, towards some 6-inch stuff. And I thought these are great because these are actually 8 inches, and I'd never really seen a line like that. And now they're based on the cartoon, but they did make Sigma 6 cartoon that went along with the figures around the 2005 to 2007. I think the cartoon and the action figures came out. The problem with it was it kind of flopped because the cartoons were very anime, and I think at the time a lot of people in the Joe community weren't really ready for anime. A lot of people I've talked to that are Joe people, they don't either don't know about Sigma 6 or they don't like them at all because of the way they look. I think they're kind of awesome. And so me and Jay bought them. We kind of divvied them up. Now we kind of we have them all back together, but we know we're missing some because with the move, I think we lost a box because we're missing some figures. But I just want to show you guys like some of this and talk about it a little bit. Here's some of the clever things. They came with some stuff that's very like interactive. Like for example, this gun winds up. Well, I didn't wind it enough.
No, this button you press on it. There you go.
See, and it shoots. There it goes. Which is kind of a cool thing. And this is something you could obviously adapt to a you know, 1/6 scale somehow, mount it on a, you know, a guy can hold it. You can look. Let me get a joke.
I was gonna say we should probably have had someone for reference.
Like, clearly you could use that as something, you know, for him. And there's other weapons like that as well. And like this thing, this one's broken, but it actually would shoot, and then he holds the thing, he shoots it, and, you know, pulls them up. There's a couple other. This guy here, who's Leatherneck. I don't know if this is actually what comes with him. It's got.
Actually, that's what these weapon parts too. They connect to the gun, and then they'll change based on it.
Now, as long as Jay just walked back here, I'm going to go through these. See, these are some of my favorite ones that I have set up because I'm a military guy, so I like the more military things. That's why I never really got into 3 3/4 inch. Well, 3 3/4 inch. My younger brother played 3 3/4 inch. I had a lot of them because they were Joe, and I used to play with them, but I was just getting kind of out of figures at the time. I think high school was kicking in, and I found other things that were more fun. But so pan back there, start back here. So these three guys are awesome because this is Gung Ho. He's a Marine. If you look at his machine gun, it's a little oversized. That was another problem. A lot of people don't like the oversized weapons and stuff, but that clearly could be used for 1/6 scale. It's almost 1/6 scale as it is. But this guy's awesome. He's got the Marine Corps tattoo. He's a great figure. Desert Wolf is the guy in the middle. He's awesome. Leatherneck is awesome. And then if you pan over here, this is actually Flint, which is actually cool. I think he has a beret, but I don't know where it is. His weapon is really neat. This is Long Range, a second version of him. This is Tunnel Rat, and he's awesome. He's one of my favorites. He actually came with a little like skateboard that would clip to his back so that he could lay on his back and roll through tunnels, which was pretty cool. Now this figure here, this was the Snake Eyes that came as an Adventure Team set. And I dropped my cue cards upstairs somewhere. I was helping my daughter with something, but it came with a giant cobra, and it was really cool. I think it's the Perils of the Jungle or something. I can't remember, but you guys can look up Sigma 6. Pan over, Jay. These are the other two sets that were Adventure Team. This is Storm Shadow. He comes with a tiger. It's got a great net, which could be once a
bear trap.
The tiger is incredible. It's like so much detail. I love the detail of these figures. Now this is probably my favorite one in the whole set. This is Recondo. He comes with this awesome alligator. It's got all kinds of articulation. Watch, if you open jaw, if you touch the tongue like a real gator, bam. It's got a collar, a jack. This is another weapon that could be used 1/6 scale. Little pan up there. You see that? I mean, it's, that's a nice thing. And then of course the crates that came with it. Pan some of these. So when we first got it, we were going to do some customizing. So I actually only a couple of these came with this box. Some of these I've picked up at flea markets and stuff for like $2 buck. They go pretty cheap around. So we were going to make like a Cobra team out of them, and you do like some stop motion, some photo stores. These are some different wolves that came with different versions of Snake Eyes. I think there was 10 different Snake Eyes, 8 different Storm Shadows. There was a couple guys like Duke had like 5 or 6.
My ever favorite.
This is Jay's favorite, Firefly. And they also had a second version of him that was, he's super hard to find.
Wasn't he the Cobra, like, more mercenary look to him?
No, he had the skull and crossbones mask.
That's what it was.
It was like gray. It was more military than this one. This Destro is awesome. And I'm not like I said, I'm not a big Cobra guy or anything, but I like anything Joe. But this, I want to show you this box. No matter when we get back to the table. Ooh. Pan down. So you get Zartan, you got Cobra Commander. There's 4, I think, different Cobra Commanders. This Blue Ninja, he's pretty hard to find, actually. Different Storm Shadow. These two guys, I don't know if they're from the original Heroes, Real American Heroes, but this is Shockwave and Inferno. And then to the left of them is a couple different versions of Snake Eyes. Like I said, there was 10 different Snake Eyes. So that being said, we're going to pause real quick, get back to the table. Okay, so we're back over here real quick. Back over here, actually, long range is actually, I like long range. He's also got the desert version back there. This version of him I just love because it's got the jacket, the overcoat. It's really cool. Pan down here, some of these pants, I think most of the pants came with different snake eyes or storm shadow, and here's another one of the jackets for him. Now his gun in the regular version is a snap together sniper rifle that is actually so big it's definitely good enough for 1/6 scale. Here's the barrel from it, so it extends. This could easily be used for 1/6 scale. But this shows you every single one of these crates came with the guys came with a crate. Every guy came with a crate, and they all have these. You know, this is how their stuff was set up in the crates. It had the cutout foam, just like professional, you know, hitmen you see in the movies. Here's another thing. You know, this one was a smaller version. This was Duke's, I think. That was one of the things I want to show you. So this pistol fits into there to make a can. I'm going to show you the smaller version.
Yeah.
So Duke has these
great weapon system.
Yeah. So Duke has these two pistols, and then they interlock, and he comes with a different pistol. But this piece on each thing will slide forward, and then he can pull his pistol out. These also can be used for 1/6 scale. I've used it on a couple figures. But then you just slide it in and pull it back, and you got yourself a little assault rifle submachine gun. Here's another little thing that I liked. The small Sigma 6 dog tag. Now this won't really go over heads of 1/6 scale, but if you took the head off, if you had a figure you were about to do, it would fit on there, or you can get a longer chain. Over here is probably my next two favorite guys. This is Spirit Iron Knife, and this is Lieutenant Stone. Now, I don't know enough about real American heroes. I mean, I know the characters. I've read comic books. I've watched some of the cartoons and stuff. I know about them. I don't know if Lieutenant Stone was ever in that line or in that series. Spirit, I know. I'm pretty sure was, right. You had Spirit figures. So this Lieutenant Stone's little packet. I'm gonna move this.
I find interesting his arm too.
Yeah,
I didn't even notice that the first time.
So he's got this that's actually a net shooter. It shoots this net. He's also an infiltration specialist, and he has this undercover Cobra Zartan with a chest plate. It comes with elbow and knee pads. He's got the pistol. These handcuffs are great. I use these all the time for 1/6 scale. I have like 4 pair of those. And this really cool Cobra helmet because he goes undercover in one of the videos. I actually just I watched the videos before when we first got these, but I honestly couldn't remember much about them. So I went back the other night before I shot this to just refresh my memory. And they're the one with the had this guy in it was actually pretty cool, but they're very anime. They do some crazy stuff that's very anime-ish. I don't know if you're into anime and G.I. Joe, then have at it because it's awesome. But back to Spirit. So Spirit is probably my second favorite next to this Recondo set, and there are some other figures that we don't have. There's a Snake Eyes Recon